Welcome everyone to tonight's quick announcement live stream. As always, my name is Martin and I'm here together with Kevin Henderson, Pimax COO. How are you doing, Kevin?
Hey, Martin, here we are.
Hey, once again we're here. So,
Yep.
so this is going to be a shorter live stream this time. It's just an announcement, but we have some exciting things to share. And yeah, Kevin, what's the topic for today?
Well, the top. We got a couple topics, I guess. But well, first of all, we have to thank everybody for showing up. Of course, we didn't give much
Of course.
notice for this event, so a lot of people won't see it live. Most people who see it will see it. Will see the recording of it. But
That's true.
um, but for those that are here, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Um,
Right.
this live stream is all about. We're going to talk about our event, which is the Late Summer Video Challenge. So that'll be a contest that we're working on that we're just launching right now. And then we'll talk a little bit about the sword controllers.
Yeah.
And if there's enough people on, we'll take some questions at the end.
Right. Right.
And if it's just if it's just something that people see later, then I guess we'll skip that part. But generally speaking, this is all about the Pimax Late Summer Video Challenge.
Right. Late summer video challenge. It's still summer. That's nice.
Late summer.
Yeah.
We're like, is September really summer?
Well, it's raining here in Sweden, but it's still summer. It's not snowy at least. So, Kevin, Pimax Late Summer Video Challenge. What
Yeah.
is it? How can we? I mean,
How do we
easily.
explain what this is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think that we had a video challenge while not too long ago,
Right.
earlier in the year, and we had a lot of great people that made some videos for it. Worked out pretty good. Um, we've actually that we've this year for this challenge we have 16 prizes. It's actually packet prize packages,
Yeah.
and uh, and
We're
it's
gonna get back to the
very
prizes
similar.
soon.
We'll get back to the prizes soon.
Yes. Yeah.
But
So.
the idea is that people will create the Pimax YouTube videos, and this time is a little different in that the judges will be the audience, and
Right.
uh, and that's going to be so it's not going to be a Pimax judge in the finalists. It's going to be the YouTube audience. So the votes are what's going to determine who the finalists are in 6 categories. So
Yes.
it should be pretty fun and pretty exciting, and hopefully we can get a lot of people going. And of course, we're going to be you're going to be offering a workshop for anybody who feels like they need a little help. Of course, we're happy to provide it, and
Right.
you'll have a workshop that kind of goes through any tips and tricks. I know that you have learned a lot in the years that you've been doing this, especially about how to make a video that relates to Pimax
Yeah. It's been
and
a ride.
as it relates to just VR and how to do, through the lens recording and all of that fun stuff and get it exactly right. A lot of people really struggle with that. Even heck, even channels that are out there have been around for a while can sometimes struggle with the through the lens recording.
Sure.
So I'm
So
sure you have a lot to say about that.
yeah, but we're not going to go into too much details right now, but
Sure.
to quickly explain the whole contest or challenge, it's all about we want you or we would like you to create some really cool videos with your Pimax headset, no matter what Pimax version of the headset you have. Make some videos of it with specific themes. There's gonna be a couple of topics you can choose from or categories. There's 6 categories, and share your best Pimax VR experience. Simply record a video with your favorite gameplay or your favorite application, and let us know why it's your best VR experience and why you enjoyed it. Right? Um, it could also be your best practices or the most exciting experiments or experiences you have done in VR together with your Pimax headset. So this is basically what it is about, the whole challenge. And
Yep.
now there are some rules and there are some requirements and such. But before we move on to that, you mentioned that we're gonna let the audience pick the winners, right? So that how
Right.
does it work really?
Well, what people are going to do, and this piece of it is you create your video, and there's going to be a week where people get to submit the videos to us. And when you submit the video, then we're going to transfer it to the Pimax YouTube channel, and then we'll reveal the videos on there, and people can vote on them. And and so whatever videos are there, you're gonna tell us what category your video is supposed to be in, and people can vote on it, and then the best vote getters in each category will become the finalists, and each finalist will win a prize, and then we'll have a runner-up. So two people from every category will win a prize, and then we will then choose the grand prize winner and the grand prize runner-up. And
Right.
the nice thing is, people that win the category prize will get to keep it and move and get the grand prize as well. So
Wow.
the grand prize winner will have a pretty
Yeah.
good haul.
That's
So
really nice. So you can apply already now, right? It's live on the
yeah,
website. You can join
it's live.
the.
I don't know if you have it in the description, the links to in the description, but if you go to pimax.com or if you go to OpenMR, our forums, we have a thread that has all the links. With the complete set of links is on there and how to sign up.
Right. There should
And
also
also,
be a pop up on the website, I think, that
yeah,
shows you.
hopefully the pop-up is popping up.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah, it
having
should.
we were having fun trying to make that work yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll have that, and it's also on the Pimax Reddit. And of course, Martin and I are always around on OpenMR to answer questions about the contest if you have any.
Yeah.
And but yeah, and of course, this contest, one thing to think about uh, is with the contest, um, the category winners can get up to 70% off. As this is just one item in the package, but 70% off. Um, and on a Pimax headset or any Pimax product. And people should, and that's good for 1 year,
Yeah.
so a long time. And I think the big thing about that is that you could use it on future Pimax products. So
Right.
and of course we are famous for releasing new products, and,
Yeah.
uh, and so you might, the winner, especially if you have an 8KX already, the winner might opt for that and see what's next.
Right. Kevin, since you started to talk about the prizes again, I brought this up on screen now so people can see actually the grand prize, the grand prize runner-up, the
Yep.
category winner prizes, and also the runner-up prizes. And as you can see, it's quite a nice prize pool where the grand prize wins the Pimax 8KX together with the KD Mass and hand tracking module. You can also alternatively choose a Pimax coupon that you can use on our official Pimax store, which is worth $1,300 instead of that grand prize package as a winner, right? Of course. And then
And your
the
category prizes too.
sorry.
And your category winnings as well will be part of that package.
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, since you already won the category prize and then win the grand prize, you keep both of these as well. And the category winner prizes, of course, there are 6 categories, as you can see on the screen. It's flight simulators, it's racing simulators, first-person shooters, VR fitness, VR education, and female VR applications. And these differ just a little bit. Flight racing simulators and first-person shooters winners of these categories get 50% off any Pimax item from our store, including a free hand tracking module and a $100 Steam gift card. Then if you join the VR fitness or VR fitness category and win it, of course, you get 60% off, and viewer education and female VR gets 70% off any Pimax item, and the rest thing are the same, free hand tracking and $100 Steam gift card. Now, Kevin, tell me, what is the female VR application so people understand what
category where the host of the video, it can be on any subject, but where the host is female.
Yeah.
And we want to encourage, we don't have a whole lot in the, on the Pimax channel in the way of showing, showing girls hosting videos. I mean, of course, the most famous, I think, Cass and Cherry, are the, with the as far as YouTubers go,
Sure.
there's not a whole lot.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
We would like to, to invite and encourage some female hosts to come out and compete for this. We have a special category for it. You can also, one thing that we should mention, is that you can put up to 3 videos up. You can have 3 videos submitted in categories. If you're a female, you can do female plus 2, so you can do three categories, and so you can only win the prize for one of the category winners and the grand prize.
Right. So since we're talking about rules now, I brought this up on the screen here so people can see it. There are some other rules and requirements here as well. Well, this challenge is made for amateurs and VR enthusiasts, so it's not really for the bigger YouTubers, which you probably seen doing videos about Pimax in the past already. If you already have a YouTube channel, it should have no more than 250 subscribers, and that's just to make it fair to everyone, even a total beginner that never done a video for YouTube or anywhere else, that he or she still has a chance to compete, right? Furthermore, video must use and include a Pimax headset, which is quite obvious, I would say. I mean,
any Pimax headset's okay, but
yeah, exactly. I mean, even if you have the first version of the 5K Plus, it doesn't really matter. It's all about the Pimax and your experience with it, of course. Now, then we have the categories, of course. The subject of each video must be strongly related to one of the categories at least. And as Kevin said already, you can do up to 3 videos for 3 different categories. So unfortunately, you cannot do 6 different videos, one for each category. You can do just 3 of them. You cannot win everything, right? I mean, one person, that would be just...
funny. You get one guy gets all the prizes and the grand prize.
Yeah, exactly. Now, once you join this challenge, you can start already making that video, but you cannot submit it before September 14th, which is around 2 weeks from now. And you can submit your videos not later than the 21st of September. So you have basically a week to submit your video. So in 3 weeks from now, it's basically game over. The time is up.
Right.
The video has to be done and uploaded according to our rules and stuff. Now, of course, there are some obvious rules as well. The videos cannot contain any offensive or adult content, which is, that's not. Yeah. but still, we still want to mention it, of course, because VR adult content is getting popular and such, but not for this time, I would say. And also, we will provide all of you which participate in this video challenge, we'll provide you with a 5-second video intro or a lead in where you can you have to use this little 5-second clip in your video, preferably in the beginning or somewhere in the beginning, somewhere like in the first few minutes. This is just to basically watermark this video that is actually is
it's a consistent.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just any random video or so. And it also shows that this is a part of a video. It's not really an advertisement or any kind of it's not the usual video. It's for this video challenge. And all of these videos, all of the valid videos, all of the valid contributions will appear on the Pimax YouTube channel as well, and they will be available for public. As we said before, I mean, the whole point is for people to vote, to upvote all the contributions on YouTube. And as Kevin said, as you said already, the videos with most upvotes are the people who are going to the semifinal, right? So those videos are going to be up from between 14th up to 28th, right? Is that right, Kevin? All of these videos, right. Yeah, I think
there'll be so it'll be 14 to 28, and then on the 28th we'll announce the category winners, but people will kind of know what those are going to be. They'll see the votes.
Right.
And then on the 30th, you and I will come and do this again, and hopefully, since we're giving a little more time between now and then, we had less than 1 day notification, half a day notification that this live stream was even going to exist. So hopefully we can get some more people for the next one, but yeah, so we'll do that on the 30th, and of course we'll have more to say. On the 30th, we might have some more fun things to talk about. That some VR Pimax news that people might be interested in seeing, and some exciting stuff. So
yeah, we always bring some exciting stuff to our videos. That's for sure.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of stuff to talk about.
Right. Guys, I'm going to mention one thing before we move on to the next topic, and that is, I know there might be some of you out there at home which never done a video before, as we mentioned, which are totally brand new to this. Now, that's why we decided that I'm going to do personally a small workshop for all of you out there. So all the participants, all of you that participate in this video challenge is going to get access to a series of live stream sessions, which I'm going to post starting on September 8th, which is next Wednesday in a week from now. And those sessions will basically be a workshop which goes through the basics and my recommendations, my best tips and hints, and some some good stuff on how you start to create videos on YouTube. I mean, with VR content, of course. How you set up OBS Studio for recording, how you capture high quality VR gameplay recordings, how you set up everything in OBS, in Steam VR and such. Some basic introduction through the lens recordings as well, which might be interesting to you. Some of you might want to do some side-by-side comparison between Pimax and other headsets maybe, which is always very popular videos. And also the post-production procedures like video editing and managing the camera maybe, and all the other stuff, and how to post those videos maybe even on YouTube. Since I've been doing this for quite a while now, I don't do this often anymore though. Of course, SweViver is a little bit on hold, but I've done a lot, and I won't call myself a pro, but I think I can contribute a lot here and help you out, guys. So yeah, I look forward to this little workshop. So if you're interested, you're gonna get informed about all of these sessions when they're live. The first one is already scheduled for the 8th of September, next week on the Wednesday. It's 7 p.m. Central European time. I think it's like 1 p.m. at yours, Kevin, in Florida.
Yeah, Eastern time, right?
Yeah, and those sessions are not only going to include my hints and tips and some examples and stuff, but you will also be able to ask questions, and I'm going to try to help you as much as I can, of course, the best way I can. So yeah, that's something that might hopefully help you a little bit in your little journey to create some cool videos for this late summer video challenge.
Yeah.
Cool, Kevin.
So let's talk about some Pimax news.
Yeah. Yes. Recently, actually 2 days ago, I received a package which contained the Pimax Sword controllers. I'm going to show you a video B-roll in a second. Yes, I would like to talk about these controllers for a moment and show you how they look and what I think of it as well. Let's start the little video here. Now there's a very short unboxing stuff. Now this is the Pimax Sword controller, which has a thumbstick and 2 buttons on the top, and then also including a trigger button and a grip button. Now this is the first time we're showing this off with the strap for the hand itself. We never showed that before. It was this is basically the final product now. And well, first of all, I gotta tell you, the comfort is great. The comfort of this thing is super. It's so easy to wear. It's so comfortable to just strap on. It's very similar to the Valve Index controller, of course. I mean, the whole idea of how you hold the controller and how you strap it and such. But there are some small details which I like even more here than I do on the Valve Index controller, and that is, as you probably can see on screen right now or in a second, is that the strap mechanics is not in 4 steps. I mean, the strap mechanics which you can align for the size of your hand is not fixed to 4 positions. There you see it on screen now. It's basically adapting to your hand, so it makes it very comfortable. You don't have to think. You don't have to think about the adjustment. It's going to align for your hand depending on how big it is, and it really feels great having it on my hand. I asked a couple of friends actually to test it yesterday, and they also said it's really nice. So that's the comfort. Now the next thing is, how is this thing driven, right? It's batteries, and these are first of all replaceable and rechargeable, of course. The good thing about this is that it's the original version of this battery is the NPBX1, which is a Sony battery. There are like millions of versions of this battery.
Camera.
Yeah, and they're many times they're used in action cams, Sony action cams, and other Sony and other brand products. Now these batteries have a long battery life, and they are very quick to charge as well, which is great. And you can optionally buy an external charger and just buy. I mean, I've seen on the Amazon like packages with 4 batteries and 1 charger for like $25 or $30 or something like that, which is great. That means you have a full set of extra batteries that you can always have charged. It takes just a couple of seconds to replace them. To open up the little lid, I'm going to show you that on screen in a second. You open up the lid, you switch out the battery, and you're good to go. So that's something I really like. I think we're one of the. I mean, I don't think there's any other company providing this option right now.
Mentioning it has 2 batteries in each one. It's got one that keeps it connected while you switch.
All right. Yeah.
And so it has hot swap switching technology. So when you pull the battery out, put the other battery in, it stays connected to Steam, and
yes.
You can swap while you're playing.
Yeah.
And which is unique, as far as I know, to any controller.
Right. So I have been testing these controllers for about, I would say it maybe like 6-7 hours straight for now, and the batteries are still running fine. There's no indication of them being completely discharged. So oh, by the way, you can actually see this on screen right now when I'm taking the lid off. It's super simple. It's magnetic clips on, so you don't have to screw anything, you don't have to put any force on it. You just lift it up with a finger. It's never going to fall off though. The lid is actually sitting pretty well there. It's never going to fall off by itself. So I do believe that you're going to be able to play for quite many hours with one battery charge on each controller. Now, furthermore, even though I am a big fan of thumbsticks, right? I have to admit that, of course, and I think a lot of people out there are as well.
Yeah.
This version has the touchpad instead, just like the HTC Vive Wands had or has still. And but I have to say it works pretty well, both in games, in navigation, in Steam, everywhere. The buttons are really nice to, all the side buttons, of course the touchpad you're able to click not only in the middle but also up, down, left, right, and these work flawlessly for me. Furthermore, the other two buttons, you have a system button and you have a button, I would call it maybe, or like a confirm button. The system button is a little bit lower down. It's not sticking out, just to make it a little bit more difficult so you're not accidentally pressing that button, of course, because in SteamVR it's going to bring up your SteamVR dashboard just like it does with the HTC Vive Wand. So I think it's a great package. I have not found any problems whatsoever with it. Now, there is something I need to add also, is that we know, and we have been said, that the finger tracking sensors are supposed to be in there already in this package, but they're not activated yet software-wise. So we're still waiting on some implementation into Steam and other SDKs to make that connection fully integrated. So the finger tracking is working as it should. And it might look misleading because there is a trigger button, or not trigger button, the grip button is there. And of course the Valve Index controller does not have a grip button. Instead you just press with your fingers. But still there are finger sensors for each of these fingers, for all of the fingers. So yeah.
It has both essentially. It's got the cap sense and it has the grip button.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I don't know what more to say. I really liked what I've seen so far, what I've tested so far. Unfortunately, my studio in here looks like a mess right now. I have a lot of things going on here, so I haven't done any gameplay videos with the controllers yet or anything that I can show you right now. I'm just basically have been showing you the controllers here. But I'm really excited to hear about what people think about the controller once it's released. Do we have any information on when they're starting to ship, Kevin?
Yeah, they're in production. The factory's been cranking them out, and so it's pretty exciting to finally get these things, being built in quantity. I think we begin shipping them very shortly. They haven't started shipping yet, but they're right there at the end game. So I expect people will start receiving them very soon, especially the ones that that were originally slated to get them. So those are our first priority. Is anyone that has an outstanding order for sword controllers, those will be the first to get it. So we have a few reviewers out there that have them just so people can kind of know what they're getting, so there'll be that. But generally speaking, we're ready to ship. What the box that you have is the packaging and the manuals and all that. It's all ready. So it's good to finally finish the first edition of the sword controllers.
Right. Finally, it's great to have them here. I really like them, actually. It's going to be really exciting to do some more testings of it. There will be some other videos about the controllers further down the road, and we will send out the controllers to other YouTubers as well, so they can check them out. And I think that it's going to be interesting to hear what people say, especially since the design is unique, but the concept is basically the same as the Valve Index controller. But it somehow feels more natural holding this controller, which I do like. Maybe I'm saying too much now. I think I'm gonna leave the opinions to others to decide. But my opinion is that I think people will be surprised how well they feel in hand. So
it's going to take. Well, it'd be interesting to see what the verdict is. Of course, we did a lot of testing to hope to hopefully turn out with something that's that people really like. But that kind of thing takes time.
Of course. Right, Kevin. So we talked about the late summer video challenge. We've talked about the sword controllers, and we don't want to make this live stream 2 hour long or so like we used to do. Yeah, like our previous shows. Of course, we had much more to share by them, but still, we still want to answer some questions if you have any. Sure. So let's check the chat and see if there are any questions. If you have any, please type them down now. And also, after this show, you can, of course, watch it on the Pimax YouTube channel. It's going to be recorded the whole stream, and you can ask your questions in the comments of this video, and we'll reply as soon as we can. Also in the forums, OpenMR forums, and all the other social media.
So the first one question is, I see here is we got a couple questions about wireless, and if it's going to be an adapter that we release. That is something that we've been working on and worked on for a long time. And the chipset manufacturer that makes the chipset for that was impacted by the global pandemic. So some of these things, some of the parts for such a thing aren't available in quantity, so it's made it difficult to release. Something that we want to release, though, and something that I think we will. It may be something that appears in a future headset, but also as a default option. But the big thing is it's going to be something that will be it won't be available until the parts are available in quantity. So, and that's one of those things that you don't know exactly a lot of time.
Yeah,
we got to build more than one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
King of Tanks is asking, can you enter in multiple categories? Yes, as we said, up to 3 categories. You can enter with 3 different videos in 3 different categories. You should not do several videos for one category. That's I don't think that's even allowed, right, Kevin?
Right.
So yeah,
you can submit one video into each category up to 3.
Right. And King of Tanks also have another question. What if you have a Pimax 4K, which is the first headset from Pimax?
2016 headset.
Yeah. Actually, this is something we haven't discussed even. What do you think, Kevin?
I would say no. But it's a little bit. It would be the 5K plus, the 8K or newer would probably be the best.
Yeah, preferably the P2 generation, as we call it, all from 5K plus up to 8KX, the flagship right now. So that's something we would prefer. And of course, it has to be a Pimax headset, no other
and
brands.
Another question was on the votes. Is it votes for each category? Yes. So the voting will be evaluated based on every category. So it'd be the most votes in a particular category to determine the semifinalists. So if, for example, the FPS category, whoever has the most votes with a video in that will be the category winner. And then the second most votes will be the runner-up for that category, and those people will get a $60 gift certificate for Steam VR.
Yeah. Yes. Matthew Hines have another question, or actually he's just pointing out that the Steam VR mirror window is still not working with the OBS, and it doesn't give the full frame rate. I'm totally aware of that. You don't have to worry about that when you're recording videos for this contest. I mean, it doesn't have to be full 60 frames per second frame rate. Although I understand that it looks nicer when it's completely smooth when recording videos like that. But since the limitation is what it is, since Valve did something through the Steam VR integration, or I don't know what's really causing this, or maybe it's the OpenVR SDK which changed. So there are games though and simulators that you can record basically the on-screen, the window, the desktop view, I mean, and that will be in the full frame rate. A lot of games like Half-Life Alyx, you can output the full view of the screen, which is not the VR mirror view really, but it's basically the desktop view of the game, and that's going to be in full frame rate. So that's one hint if you want to make it look more nicer.
What else we got here? So somebody wants to know the price. It's $259 for the pair, MSRP.
Right.
What else we got? So yeah, 250 subscribers qualify. Yes, that or less. No 2 buttons. Martin, you want to take that one?
Yeah, well, this wasn't a choice. This was actually a choice since long ago. And now, since as you probably know, all of the games currently available on Steam and Steam VR, they are fully playable with the HTC Vive WANs as well, which also only has one button and a system button. The same way, we are making sure that it's going to be playable on this controller with only one button. A lot of people actually do prefer one button. It's especially sorry.
And the trigger too, right? That's considered a second button.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean on the top, right? The game buttons really, like a lot of controllers have like A and B.
And B.
Now in many games that B button is not even usable. Some of these games you can map something else to that button, but in some cases that second button is not even usable, or it just acts like the A button as well. So it's basically they're just mirroring themselves. So yes, I do understand the concern that some games might be more easy to navigate with two buttons. And this was originally planned for the second Pimax Sword Sense controller, which is supposed to have two buttons and also thumbsticks and a small touchpad, which, as far as I know, is still in the works. But for this version, it only has one button, and as far as I know, there's no game that you're not going to be able to play with just one button. Now, people look for simplicity these days. I mean, look at the look at the console gamers and such. I mean, it's getting more and more. A lot of games are getting too complicated on PC and such, and you don't want to complicate the games too much on VR either. So that's why, since you're actually not, it's a small controller. You don't see what you're pressing. That's why one button is actually, for a lot of people, that's a preferred choice, I would say. So that's why we decided long ago already that there's going to be two versions, one with one button only, one game button, and another controller with two buttons. When the second controller comes, I'm not sure about it, Kevin. That's something we're going to have to discuss in another live stream, I think.
Yeah, I mean, on the question about the joystick version, that's a question that's common.
Yeah.
Yeah, the book's not closed on it, but this one will be the sword controller for now. And in the future, the discussion internally is that we would consider it, and it would be something that may happen at some point. We did do a prototype with a thumbstick at one time, but no, it's not something we're producing right now.
Okay.
What else we got here? Okay. About it. Oh, on the cap sense, we already answered that, I think, but just to say it one more time.
Yeah.
These do have the cap sense electronics in them and the grip, both. But we don't. Hopefully, we'll have the driver ready by the time people actually receive them. But for the ones that we have here and just showing right now, the driver for the cap sense isn't in there just yet. It's not quite finished.
Right.
Let's see. I think that's it on the questions, right?
Yeah, I think I don't see any more questions at this point. Of course, if you have any questions and you see this video later, as I said before, just post them in the comments on this video or in the OpenMR forums or any other social media, and we'll reply questions or answer your questions as soon as we can. So
highly recommend people check out the grand prize winner live stream. Might have some really fun stuff to talk about during that live stream that people will be interested in hearing, I think.
Yes.
And maybe newsworthy, you know.
And that live stream is going to be on the September 30th. Yes. So that's basically a month from now, almost a month from now.
Same time as this one.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Great, Kevin. So I think... we already overrun our schedule. We thought we could squeeze this into 30 minutes, but that's of course impossible.
No, it's gonna. And I know you and I will be getting a little bit of sleep because Pimax we work with our team, and it often goes into the morning. And this morning, man, it went to what, 9 a.m. my time? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, work is work. We'll work a lot. And you haven't even slept today, I think, right? It's
No, it's been like 40, 35 hours or something.
yeah. But
So
that's
it's
how it
good.
is when you try to bring the best VR hardware available on the market, right? Isn't it? I mean, it's a tough
It's good
job.
to be busy. It's good to
Yeah,
be busy, that's for sure.
indeed. So, Kevin, we're going to wrap this up. Join the Pimax Late Summer Video Challenge. If you are up to creating some really cool videos with your Pimax, you have a chance to win some really cool prizes. I'm going to show you this last time here before we end. The grand prize, the Pimax 8KX with KDMAS, the hand tracking module, the grand prize runner-up prize, the category winners. There's a lot of cool prizes. There's a lot of good opportunities for you to win something nice here. And also, we didn't even mention it, I think, or we forgot maybe, that every contributor here, every runner-up gets a $60 Steam gift card as well, which is great. I mean, $60, perfect for any kind of a AAA game on Steam. It doesn't even have to be VR related. I mean, that's totally up to you. You decide, of course.
I'd say, and the grand prize winner is going to have a pretty good haul. I mean, they're going to get a category winner.
Yeah,
They'll get the special discount. They can get an 8KX with the KD Mass hand tracking, a $1,300 coupon,
yeah,
plus the category winner prizes. So, and a Steam VR gift card, among other things. So, yeah, it'd be a pretty nice haul worth a couple $1,000 plus. So,
indeed, indeed. All
yeah.
right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Kevin, as well. And yeah, we're gonna catch up and we're gonna follow up answering all your questions after this show. And stay tuned for the next video and more news coming from Pimax.
Yeah.
See you soon,
Exciting
guys.
stuff. Thank you so much. You take care.
Take care. Bye bye.